She can like two-hit almost everything on the Radiant side for the longest time.
Now, one of the things is like, you see TA, or he plays that hero a lot. Does that help him in playing against it when it's not a favorable matchup?
It does. Like if it's specialist on a hero, you definitely know how to play against it. Probably you know how to like avoid the sideway hits and everything, you know. So Ori is definitely gonna, you know, one of the guys who might potentially be a TA as a next.
Yeah. He plays this hero seemingly all the time.
I see him a lot on top speed.
Yeah.
He loves it.
I've seen a lot of his best performances, that and like Storm coming out. But Somnus is on the TA now. We've talked about how TA is just one of those heroes. You have a good lane, back up into the jungle. So you've been given a couple of stats to work with. You snowball out of control, get that blink, Deso, and from there, you know, if the other team's not ready, things can spiral pretty quickly.
But I'm really worried about this Void Spirit here. Living against Raze as a melee hero, absolutely terrifying. You can see me one CS already lost more than 50% of his health. It's just super hard to land as a Void Spirit. And if you don't have a good lane as Void Spirit, you're not gonna have any impact at all, really. I think most of it will come down to this TA.
Really needs to be a good lane for the Void Spirit. So I like you, just thinking, how is this gonna happen? How is Yang gonna go about this? We've heard about the dead Yang strat before, though. Maybe that makes an appearance, but first blood coming in for Ori over Somnus. We talked about it, how he played the hero so much, he might be able to beat it in an unfavorable matchup, and right now that first blood's certainly gonna push that factor way up.
Yeah, and that's the Ori I want to see again. Somnus as well, because he's one of the best in China.
Yeah.
But Ori, you know, when he's at his top, he might just be the best. And we've kind of been, that's what I've been lacking, you know, like Vici, Ori was very inconsistent at the beginning. The deeper we get into the season, the stronger he seems to be getting.
Because usually you see like Ori lead the momentum, lead the charge for Vici, and that hasn't been something we've really seen or felt, even though they are 4-1. Like, I don't want to take away from the fact that they are towards the top. They've only had one loss.
One more race?
Oh
my god, again!
Wow! So Ori with back-to-back kills on Somnus, that's gonna be huge, because now you're getting a massive advantage. He TP'd into lane.
That's the walk of shame right there. The walk of shame in the mid lane is really one that can decide games sometimes.
Dire's structures
He is
are fortified.
over 700 gold behind.
Yeah, I want to see what direction Ori goes with this Shadow Fiend too. Like, what kind of build are we gonna see? I know a lot of people in pubs have been doing like that. Google's Arcane Blink combo.
I'm missing another 2 waves in the tower now.
Dire's middle
This is
tower
really
is under attack.
And this damage coming out of the tower. Maybe if this tier 1 goes down quick, like that could be a big issue. RedPanda getting run down up in the top lane, but won't end up dying. PYW's been really impressive as well. His support play for Vici has been probably some of the best in the region.
Yeah, really, really good.
Ritz and Eurus will need an Ether Shock, but PYW not working with a lot of mana. Doesn't have Shackles, only level 2, so he's got an Ether Shock and the effects.
A bottle refill for the SF. Why not? Like, he's having such a good game already, just make it even better.
Yeah. And here, Erica shouldn't be pressured too much.
Not
Should be
all.
safe with the time away from the support. So it's him alone on the creep tower. Creep's coming under the tower, but it should be fine.
Only way he dies is if he eats an arrow.
Yeah.
Which should not happen. Raze as a speedy hero with good turn.
And it's already looking good. We've got Shadow Fiend at the top by a big margin. It's about 1,000 gold. It is TA. Bottle
Radiant
still
structures
queued
are
up,
fortified.
and Ori's already got that. He pops a double damage, and Somnus being pushed off the tower once again. So damage gonna come out on the tower. The range creep gets denied once more. He's level 6. Like, Shadow Fiend, this is a complete contrast to when we saw X play Shadow Fiend a couple days ago.
Yeah. He is absolutely crushing it. X was the one getting killed a lot. This time, he's doing the killing. He's still not even level 5 on the TA. Just it's the SF all level 7 at this point.
Yeah. The experience experience difference. Definitely feeling great. We'll see what Ori wants to go for in terms of not only items, but how he wants to approach this like early part of the game, because we're only 5 minutes in, and he's about to be level 7. Does he move around? Does he try to get something done, or is he going to sit here and just take it his and continue to farm?
SF is a hero that can really easily go back to the jungle, get ahead of all the enemy cores, especially if you're winning your lane like this.
Right.
So I expect him to just be 1-2 items ahead of all the enemy cores at pretty much all points in this game. We'll have to see what he's going for though. Some people, as I said, go for Eurus. Others to just go for this BKB right-click build. There's a lot of options, so very viable. Oh. Bottom. One.
Invisibility.
Why here? Snatching it. Yep.
You know, you don't get that bottle refill. Fortunately for Ori.
Yeah, not level 5 yet. Also, Erika almost at the 7.
Spear hits it. They might have an opportunity to get a kill on Eurus. Instead, they'll turn their attention on RedPanda. Rotation over from Ori to get this kill. Not really. You know, he does a little bit of damage with the raise. Comes in. Maybe they want to pressure the tower. Make Eurus' game a little bit tougher. We'll see how long they stay up here and what they want to do with this rotation.
It does give a little bit of breathing room to the TA, of course, something he desperately needs right now. It's just tough. If you have a dual core like Troll, TA, both of them are not having like the best lanes, can really transition into a very passive mid game where you can't make any moves happen. And Vici's, it's going to be in the drivers pretty much the entire game.
Yeah.
So how this early game is shaping up to be.
So we've talked about Ori a lot. Obviously, he's ahead. What do you need to do here for Elephant to kind of bring this back? Like, obviously, will continue to farm. Yang chase, dissimulates, trying to get away, and he's got enough distance where Erika can't dive the tier 1 tower. But back over mid, RedPanda's gone to Ori. So Ori getting more kills and continuing to jump up the net worth. Sitting at just about 4K. Somnus and FY are trying to get a kill on a DY. He's giving his life over to Somnus, which is a kill that, you know, when you shut down Somnus as much as you have, you really don't want to be given back like that.
Yeah, a little bit aggressive there, but they at least get a bad turn. Not too connect with that. And getting back to your question, the only guy that can make moves is the Void Spirit. He's TPing middle now, trying to kill that SF. He's only level 6.
Yeah, he doesn't have the actual step to make the jump and may not need it. They've got them. The shackles on a Sonic, but that's stopped with the 8th remnant. The people I W that was over at Ori. Ori has such a big advantage. Ball to Yang. He's in a bit far. They do have themselves the arena if they want to use it, but 4 heroes control the side of Elephant, so DY will run. 8th remnant doesn't land. The Starstorm not doing enough damage. Elephant won't get the kill on DY, but they will get that SF and slow him down.
That's a rotation here from the Void Spirit. He wasn't level 6 initially, but they got the first kill.
Hex,
a second
the Yang. Now the Remnant comes out. They
Arena
don't have a way to stop the shackle. Once they land that arrow, which they do, they've got the arena as well. But Yang is still okay to simulate, has that misquote being thrown RedPanda to him, so Yang not dying off that, and that is a lot of time spent by over mid getting nothing done.
The Razor, however, is still free farming, and he is at hard counter both the TA as well as the Troll. He is going to be big thorn in their eyes, but TA caught up with the SF. Same net worth now, and big aim back to work. It was a really good rotation by the Void Spirit. Got level 6 off a kill, and used the SF top lane. Missed.
Leaf doesn't hit. RedPanda getting pushed. Thanks to the God's review, but now the 8th remnant lands at level 11, just giving up his life, and that's what's up about Ori. This is a problem now for the Shadow Fiend, but their turn. They've got Erika making the rotation, looking over at Eurus. She does not have that battle trance queued up yet. Probably gonna die for this. Ends up going down for the 2-1 tower. They'll also grab FY with a raise from Ori. They have 2 kills there, and it looked like a fight that might go wrong for Vici, but at the end of the day, they come out a little bit ahead.
There's a lot of fighting going on right now, which gives TA a lot of space. He's going for a Blink Dagger first, also recognizing the fact that their lineup is very passive, and you need to be able to follow up on some quick initiation. Quite a bit. But half,
Radiant's
on
bottom
top with
tower
a TP.
is under attack.
Pride. You know that these heroes are still here and
Blessings.
it's gonna be tough to get out.
He just wants to defend the tower as long as possible. He still has 2 leaves available, so the kill on him
Dire's
is not
structures
easy
are
at all.
fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures
Burst all
are
over the place.
fortified.
And now finally their creeps coming in onto the tier 1 tower. Arrow to kill off the catapult.
Radiant's
Red Shadow
bottom
right
tower
after.
is under
Looks
attack.
like he's just going to be trading towers, which at this point I think
Dire's
is good
top
for
tower
Elephant,
is
but
under
they're
attack.
quite a bit behind. Trading towers is always a win
Radiant's
for you.
bottom tower. Dire's top tower.
Almost a
has fallen.
deny.
Greatest tower bottom.
Yeah, you can see the troll is just so far behind the Razor as well.
Radiant's middle
The
tower
SF
is under attack.
over 1.4 can work. Gonna be a big problem. Already playing it for counter, and you're behind the network, it always feels just double as bad, really. The only way to offset counter matchup is to be ahead of items, and it's not gonna happen in this game. Unless they take some really good team fights.
Do you like this Falcon Blade pickup by the Razor?
Falcon Blade Razor, huh? And a Eurus as well. A little bit too much, perhaps. Like, I would go either Eurus or Falcon Blade, but getting both might be a bit too much investment.
Right.
We'll have to see. We haven't really seen this hero too much, so I'm not entirely sure what the Razor...
They find all 11, and well, RedPanda will tank this. Somnus had spotted him for the moment, but they get the hex, and they have the damage. He's not even close to level 6, so he doesn't have that borrowed time.
So, freebie.
Interesting thing is, Somnus is level 11, and Shadow Fiend, Ori, who's ahead by 2 levels, is now a level behind.
That's because of the ancient stacks that give a lot of XP, and Ori has been playing a lot with his team, whereas Somnus has just been farming away quietly. He's got Shadow Blade.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
he just about has it too.
Leaves very vulnerable, but of course, a surprise Shadow Blade can just net you a kill on a troll for free on a TA, you know, one of those really value kills. Gives a lot of attack speed, a lot of mobility, but overall it's just considered a very risky item. It doesn't give you any survivability. We have to see if it pays off or not. He'll have to get quite a lot of solo kills for this item to be worth it.
Right.
Which is possible. It's possible. Sure. Oh, SF hasn't been really popular lately, so I don't know how well they're prepared for something like this.
Are you surprised as we've seen have been taking advantage of the Yule's Arcane Blink style play?
The thing with that build is you are very fragile still, and it's a lot of investment.
Yeah.
It can't blink over 6, or if you need a BKB, you need Blink, you need Yules. That is like 50k net worth before you're really ready to fight. It's just a huge
Time in the game.
SF Prowl here did not find anyone, unfortunately, so that's attempt number 1 botched. And they caught a glimpse on him, on the TA trap, so they should be aware of the Shadow Blade now. I think he can get anything. Smoke to the bot lane.
Yeah, they're smoking up bottom. They might be able to find Ori.
They have no sentries though.
Radiant structures are
They have
fortified.
no reveal.
Oh, they
Dire's
moved over to
middle
the
tower
side, but
is
Ori's
under
walking
attack.
right into them. Astro step. Ooh, a short one from Yang on the second
Dire's middle
step.
tower
It
has
really doesn't
fallen.
matter. No dust or sentry. They were not prepared for this Shadow Blade at all. I guess saved his life the first time.
Set some value up there.
Would have lost to kill someone with it, but that was perfect. Top and set up on the troll. Should be very aware of it though. Go back.
Oh, arrow hits Erica, but they're not following that up.
Razor is pretty damn tanky right now. The Yules, if you get this static link on top of someone and then the Yules after, you can really turn around fights.
Like spot yours. This doesn't have a lot of time left on this Shadow Blade.
Oh, let's be really careful
God.
here.
It appears, and Somnus and Eurus are here looking for Requiem. That comes down, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. It just steers them away. So defensive zoning Requiem is the first one.
That's the Mirana.
That's going to be on cooldown for 2 minutes, and you can see FY trying to position to find the right arrow, but it ends up splitting the seams between Ori and PYW.
There was 6 down at the bottom.
Yeah, so he has borrowed time, shackled up. That allowed him to pick the
Mine is truly a
Dire's courier
Oh,
has
they
been
get life.
killed.
Yeah, and the curry.
roll. Lane on the Razor, just dead.
America just getting destroyed here, and he's top of the net worth. They've got 3 heroes, enough to take him out, while the rest of the team is up towards top.
Beyond the TA though.
Somnus can survive. Yang's making a rotation back towards top. Doesn't have an astro step for a couple of seconds. They have the Hex, they look for the sweep. It's gonna land, and they've got the arena as well as the spear. That's what it's gonna hit on the Yang, so not only do they get a kill on the Somnus, but it looks like Yang might die. To simulate at some distance to one side of Vici, but it doesn't work enough. Surfing Ward's in the middle of the fight. They kill Yang, they look over RedPanda and make it a third.
No leap
is also here. He doesn't have a leap, so 4 heroes die coming in to defend Somnus.
We're all on the back of Razor committing a very big mistake bottom, dying for free, and then they trickle in top lane one by one. Somnus could have easily blinked out. He was trying to bait them in, Yang to compete in, and they both just died all by themselves. If you see it here again, he could have easily blinked away after this. There's no need to fight the parts anymore. You can just walk away and live a happy life. He wants to fight back, he wants to bait him in. He does so successfully, but he does not expect a quick follow-up from the Vici here.
Yeah, and they didn't stack any of their like lockdown. They hit the Hex, they go for the sweep, they've got the arena into the spear. Like he just did enough to kill off Somnus, and his cockiness, I would say.
Over aggressiveness is be nice about it.
Yeah.
But that was definitely, you know, would have been really good for Elephant. They just killed the Razor for free, but instead they lost 4 of the heroes.
Gave a big
Certainly.
It definitely feels very overzealous to be like, I'm gonna be bait, and you get.
Some heroes up on the ball arenas here. This.
Ooh, old 11 missing spear, and that completely makes this fight not happen.
Even if it hit, Banner's right next to him, just gonna shield him. That was never something that was gonna work. And realized it right away and back off. So, well, sure, some cooldowns wasted, but at least it didn't lose anything.
Probably even better that he missed the spear, otherwise they would have jumped in.
Yeah.
A few times.
Void Spirit, same net worth as Shadow Shaman. That's what I was scared of. Like, he is literally just a support at this point. Troll's playing into a counter.
Yeah.
And SF is getting... He noticed the game down a lot by trying to find solo for the Shadow Pit, which is why I said the item is very risky. But at least he didn't die yet.
Yeah.
Like he could keep it back. He's still very vulnerable. Yeah, he's gonna have Gaslighter very soon. If he gets top of
Radiant's
SF, he
middle
can die
tower
really fast.
is under attack.
Go back to the Void Spirit. Like, yeah, he's underfarmed, but the tag certainly will make a big deal.
It will, if you get timely, but if he dies once or twice more, you'll have 2 BKBs under Radiant already, and then its act of Void Spirit won't be doing too much anymore. But yeah, if you can get it up in like 2-3 minutes, that makes a very big difference.
Each passing minute, it feels like the effectiveness will drop off. But if you get it quickly enough, and all of a sudden you're slowing down BKBs, you kill them with the SF. See if that works out. They've used the Moonlight Shadow and smoke with it. They're gonna go into the road.
They should be aware of Radiant, but they're pushing out the lane. Are they just giving this up? I feel like Infant is much stronger on the Dire side. It's just gone.
Roshan has fallen.
How do you know? But it's way too late.
Dire's bottom tower
Like when
has fallen.
1,000 health, you're like, oh, okay, Roshan. But of course, way too slow against the
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Troll, 50 away from BKB, just picked it up. And they're ready to fight now. Catching Void here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And there's
Radiant
the
structures
that
are
second
fortified.
astral step has always been short.
I think he just panics like the first one sometimes.
Yeah. And then it's just like the long one.
Dire's middle
You see
tower
that some of
is
the
under
storm
attack.
spirits, there's like
Radiant's top
100
tower
range because
has fallen.
they click really fast.
Yeah.
They good reflex, but they panic a little bit, you know.
Panda
Radiant's top tower is
on
under
high ground,
attack.
Sun is nearby. 11 walks up the steps. They put that trap, but now he's pulled up in the air, into the arrow. Got top down on 11. Steps going for this. They're just leave RedPanda to die. And all all that happening, he's dead. Finds before he uses that Requiem to get the kill. Gets spotted for a second, but they just don't have the damage to get a Shadow Fiend. So that Shadow Blade finally gets them a kill.
Yeah. And close down. Time we spoke about is very crucial. 500 gold away from.
Yeah.
But the BKB and ready on the except before that act comes on.
Really unfortunate, I mean, for Yang.
Raises the big halberd going to above play. Much rather see. Yeah.
BKB's been go to the last transfer, go for Erica. Now he's going to get in, and he's got that stag going.
No damage.
Trying to run from this, and he's made enough space.
And she lives, yeah. To get with an apple and his helmet, he has so much health, 2.5k. Wow. Could not shoot through it. The wide on trouble, getting slowed up by the advantage.
Yeah, a trap up, and it looks like his light might pop up. UID's Link Dagger comes with the shackle that they trust FY, and they turn this on RedPanda. Or time is top, not gonna matter. 113 damage going the way of Razor, and he just blows up RedPanda with the help of his team.
There we see why Razor is such a hard counter troll. Like, he got arrowed, got the link off, duped himself, suddenly troll dealt 0 damage. He actually like minus 50. It has been historically such a tough matchup to play into.
He's going to be on Somnus. Is the shard after that worth it? I feel like that shard's so good.
The shard is really good on TA. I don't think I've seen too many people pick it up, but the ones that I have seen pick it up, they've been doing a lot of work with it.
Thank you. You get that exit. You get these silences
especially
throughout
the
the
backgrounds.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Because not only can you pop it on, say, if Shadow Shaman walks over it, you can also silence him, stop his blink. Blink in Hex, Serpent Ward's down, they've got the shackle, it's all around FY.
Called out again.
He's the kill on the Mirana.
Shadow Shaman is huge. It's a 6k net worth. He's having a super game.
Dyer's top tower
Smoking from behind is going to be 4v5 fight. They do have to really have everything available. Be careful. They take this fight wrongly, but just still GG for them.
Yeah, this could put them down by about 10k, and rightfully so, they back off.
That was never going to be a fight that works. As I said with BKB Mars, with the Jules, health, his name as well.
I'm not sure that's a fight you want to take. 5v5. Now we're going to try and RedPanda once more. Arrow flies in but doesn't land. RedPanda get this kill.
Somnus.
They find Somnus. The Requiem placed down. That's on the Yang. He's now been hexed up and killed. Get a quick kill out of the Voids. The rest of the series on the air. Out of the arena with BKB. How about going after this side of Vici? He just does not have the damage. He's still back transferred with BKB running out. Now they've got the Moonlight Shadow, but they're getting bad of business. They've been dusted. And they kill off Somnus. They've got 5 heroes ready to go. On top of him, they hit the arrow, blink away. He's been disarmed. Will survive for the second round.
This is the problem when you have 2 physical cores. People having Talbert now, and they're just not going to be able to hit anyone. This is why this troll tier combination is not very successful historically. They both just do the same thing. Like they don't take care of each other's weaknesses, which is usually what a draft wants to do. Razor, SF, perfect example. SF has a ton of magic damage, and Razor does all the physical work. It's getting increasingly tough. Like, if they build armor items on Radiant, it's gonna be so hard to kill any of them. You're gonna have a Shivas eventually, AC eventually. At that point,
body being built for Shadow Fiend. Wow.
Just pick up. That's all they have to do, really. Void Spirit, 0 damage. Agnes ultimate, 25. Nothing. Same with Mirana. Same with the Baron. There's just no damage. Only 2 damages they have, purely physical. And they already have 2 halberds against that, and the Razor, who will drain one of them.
In a big struggle here. Down 7k. It's 7k, but it feels like so much more.
Yeah, because they already counted, you know? And counter matchup, 7k might as well be like a 13 or 14k.
RedPanda again. Arrow doesn't land, doesn't find a home.
It is ult available as well. Requiem as well as a Cane Rune.
RedPanda, that's 4 levels behind.
It's so hard as a ban. Like he's 0 and 2 in the sacrificial land like every fight.
Yeah.
It's just have no catch other than this Mirana Yule. It's so hard to get anything going. You know, like you might bait well with the Abaddon, then what? You just can't get any fight started.
There's no lockdown, there's no way to survive in these fights at the moment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it's really careful here. One initiation from RedPanda can spoil Doom again. Remnant.
Do they have anything more? Silent Out, Shadow Blade, use Moonlight Shadow is shrouding them.
Every gem on the Mars. Really how to initiate here. They might not be aware of this.
Very careful. They're gonna just put bottom. They've got Serpent Wards, they'll see the transitivity towers.
Radiant structures.
The retaliation for Elephant just feels like it won't work whatever they do.
They have a BKB on TA though. So at least they have better ways of getting back now, but they have to be very cautious about it. Raise that getting pulled in.
Yeah, Aether unless it's under the rings with the back armor. We ran 10, but I don't think that's working. That lands on Somnus. Requiem coming in with BKB pop by both the TA as well as this troll. Go in, trying to get a kill here on Erica, but that's going to be so much trouble. The shackles come in. This is coming. All the weapon needs to share the bounty, but Erica falls soon as Somnus gets the kill there, but it's not going to be much more than that. They've got the Hex, they've got the kill to check out Somnus, and the rest not fight without those two. It is going to be a tough exchange. They'll go after DY, they'll at least get the Elder Titan. Now the Shackle comes in and an FY. No one stops UIW. The Hex can follow it up, and RedPanda's gone too.
FY put back?
Yeah, Yank's staying here.
They can't go in here, they can't go, they need to run. It put a gem pickup. Okay, so RedPanda dropped him, he stole from Mars.
Yeah.
And run brought back to pick it back up again. Probably worth it at this point, to be honest, to pick up the gem. Because a lot of your players will have to counter Moonlight Shadow. Them stealing their gem away is a very big deal. Did lose the Razor, at least. Going his item progression down. SF, however, big winner of this team fight. Very close to Skadi now. One takes online. I really see a team fight
Radiant's
again.
middle tower is under attack.
Just the jump in immediately, but the U-Balls.
The arena spear on TA was so important here. Force Troll into an early BKB. Razor just links him up. He has to run after the Razor. And both TA and Troll are just in such a bad position afterwards. They both have to commit to the Razor, but they just cannot kill him fast enough.
Yeah, and then your BKBs are down while SF's just standing there with his still going. There's nothing you can do, and you end up losing that fight. The Troll going in every time, Battle Trans, BKB, and it just doesn't feel like enough.
Yeah. I like Troll's itemization though. He's going for all these items that deal damage even if you have negative damage. He's going for Bash Shot at procs for 100, Maelstrom at procs for 150, and then he's going MKB next. There's a very high chance to proc for 70 damage every hit. So even if you're at minus, there's still a chance to deal a lot of damage procs. And it's really the only way that you can play against this Razor. Good on him to recognize that.
Needs to really find a way to fight around these BKBs.
Oh, big mistake by Eric. I think he's going into the butterfly. Not recognizing the fact that he is going to go MKB on this Troll. He's countering himself in itemization already, basically. He could potentially, if he sees it, go back into an E-Blade. The decision needs to be made fast. Because once he's back with the butterfly, he's going to be happy about that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
However long I've been watching Dota, I've watched someone saw a butterfly seeing an MKB immediately finish off.
But he doesn't only have MKB, he also has a Maelstrom. Both have True Spec when it's not the greatest. The greatest butterfly.
Roach up in 12. This time Vici, they're here. Don't want to give it up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
This is Elephant. They're nowhere near they need to be careful about giving up this Aegis.
Fills me with nothingness.
They were able to swipe on the board, but
completely the butterfly control. So he's gonna have a strong timing with a MKB up yet, but if they lose one fight, he's always going to absolutely massacre it. Would have much rather like getting Shiva's guard into the heart and just tank up and be the counter that you're supposed to run at the full, no matter what, arrow on SF.
Yeah, nobody else is there.
Though. The problem he has now is that the troll can actually kill post BKB. Post MKB, sorry. Because he doesn't have armor items and he's not itemizing them. We'll have to see how it goes. Could be potentially pretty risky. Initiation on Void Spirit, Shackle, Hack, and done. So easy to do with a Shadow Shaman. It's not a scary hero.
Yeah.
Like, you get caught anytime alone, you're done. You're just disabled for a good 8-9 seconds. And level 20 talent even. He's right out of 2 seconds.
So, Ray's, by the way, he went into the Halberd. And then...
He already had the after and
yeah, so disassembled them, made the X and Y and butterfly, but he left here with the Heaven's Halberd recipe. Yeah,
that's okay, you can sell that. You only lose 200 gold. Yeah. Not the biggest deal. I'm just a little bit afraid of the timing that might really destroy him.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
It's just a lack of...
We added that like a while back to the recipe, of course. Make it a little bit less attractive to disassemble.
Radiant's top tower.
Everybody did it every game.
Well, yeah, you used to have God King who would go to S and Y, disassemble, and then Halberd and Manta.
Started on his AM, he did it on Terrorblade, and he did it on every hero. I love like start a new meta, you know, and then it just becomes so popular that it needs to get nerfed.
Well, even before that, he was trying to start, when he filed for newbie, he tried to start the Midas first item on Terrorblade.
It did not.
And he lost like 11 games in a row.
I'm not surprised. A hero with 700 health buying Midas first. What could go wrong?
He just like, oh man, those games were interesting.
They're smoked up here, but there's no hero from Diet. No one is gonna die. They're actually all 5 heroes sitting in base. Smoking up themselves.
But they're nowhere near where Vici are around them.
It's a little bit of anti-timing smoke. Okay, TA is just gonna farm out that MKB. They're gonna have MKB soon, and this Razor is gonna feel like paper, trust me. And he's gonna die fast. Zero armor items, no BKB, pretty little health.
Right.
Seth, shadow blading. Or
just hiding in the trees.
Yeah. Troll, 700 gold away from his MKB. TA completed hers.
Radiant's courier has been
killed. Are coming together for Element.
Yeah, this one now. I thought maybe the pace picked up a little bit more by Vici. It felt more like we're out of it, but yeah, they got Yang. They have Serpent Wolves committed for this, and overkill kills it.
And a little overkill with the worst per minute, but very safe and sorry. Do end up getting the kill.
But is it better safe than sorry if you're trying to put some tempo and some pressure on, and now you don't have Serpent Wards to try and push a little bit more?
Yeah, it's a rough one. It's definitely an overcommitment here, but they could have potentially gotten the high ground with this, but Void Spirit has no.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He goes up into the air, and for time, well, it's fire down.
He popped it, so he's ruined his timing with the spear. Well done by him. He did damage.
Wow. A lot of damage, but now
Tanic.
What up?
He has to Tanic passive. He's not an easy kill.
No, not at all. They will get arrow just again.
Dyer's middle barracks
now that the MKB is finished.
Yeah, they do want to wait for Void Spirit though.
Dyer's middle barracks.
Or the second line of Rex top is going to make it stand.
Top tower is under attack.
A little active control. Silence maybe potentially being massive. Ice arrow hit on the SF. Strike hit and the damage is huge, but can they get it turn over? He's one shot, finally taking out Aegis. And he's been caught by Somnus and healing up Somnus a little bit. And they the drop as well as the battle cards used by Eurus going after SF. He's getting nobody else in the arena. They've got that Necron on Eurus. They should be able to get the kill. Shot from Erica takes it out. shackle onto the Mirana. They kill off that one, lose hold 11. Somnus still trying to move in on this, but they just don't have their BKBs, and they don't have the presence from the Troll or the Mirana anymore to make a stand outside the base.
SF healed up in the jungle, now he's ready to pull Paragon again. They don't have Troll, they don't have on them either. Could potentially just be a second land direct, because this TA alone cannot fight this Razor as a combination. Shadow Shaman gets backed up as well, there's just no way. Might lose a second side here, potentially even a third. Unlikely, but if they get like 1 or 2 kills to defend this, Elephant cannot lose any heroes here now.
Dyer's top tower.
Mirana 37 gold short of buyback, and that's why they're picking up these bounce routes and leaving one hero to leave the big maybe to get a buyback coming from the Mirana. It won't be enough to get Troll back into this one. Now they've got another state attack. That's on the Erica, the RedPanda popping the borrowed time. But this is a set of racks that should be conceded.
Dyer's top barracks has fallen. Dyer's top barracks has fallen.
Razor also really tanky. 3k out himself. SF's at 3.2k. And we said all the damage is physical. Pretty high armor heroes. At 20, 22 respectively. Real tough to chew through all that health now. Yeah. Especially with Satanic online. One hit can just kill you by half.
This Troll is looking for a Lincoln. Eurus feels so uncomfortable fighting into this that he wants a Lincoln now. It's very defensive item this far behind and down heal. And he does that borrowed time in a second. He goes for the arrow and comes in and that will be on again. They should be able to kill the order 11. They get the bashes, they get the damage, they take out one. RedPanda.
A bit suicidal there. Vina still locking them down. Paul had no beat. They were a little bit quicker on Vici. Potentially kill them there. EA going to nullify her neck. Purge, that's a Satanic.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Top tower is under attack.
And only 900 gold away from it. So pretty close. Spell Prism.
That's items. See who 2. Gonna go to the Void Spirit.
Trickster Cloak. That's gonna
Do they have another gem on base in here? They do. So the Trickster Cloak not as efficient. Because the Invis is gonna be not a factor against the
telescope.
It's really good for that lineup. But that lineup is so good. For the Shaman, the Razor for the SF auto attacks, such a great item this game. Timeless Relic as well. Pick that up. Shadow Shaman. I just give the telescope to the Elder Titan. I like it. Shadow Shaman with Timeless Relic is ridiculous. Like, you're just stunned for 15 seconds. Like, you get hexed, you get shackled, you get hexed again. That's all cooldown. You just can't do anything. However, he does not have a BKB, so he is still vulnerable. He can't get stunned, he gets silenced.
Oh, double damage. Oh dear.
Yes, no bottle though, so they're 45 seconds. Roshan up in 10. Potentially.
Could be a 1 second respawn.
He's lucky. Oh, he's there. Here it is.
Radiant's bottom tower
That's
is under
not terrible
attack.
though.
Yeah, 1 minute 30. DD will not be there.
True. But they haven't needed that. At least in the last one they didn't need it.
Yeah. And now Nullify pick on TA. They can go up SF or Razor real fast. They have no way to save them.
Somnus wants this data too.
The damage items are coming for Elephant. They just need 1 or 2 more of both the Troll and TA, and they have the tools to fight.
Yeah, but now Ori, he's at level 25, so he's got that 30% cooldown rotation. Help with the Satanic 24.5-second cooldown. Might be able to set off twice in a fight.
Will help with the BKB, even with the Enchanted Quiver, now sitting at 3.5 seconds cooldown rather than 5.
Nope.
I'm so scared of the Shadow Shaman. If he knocks anyone down, they're done.
Yeah. Sure.
They're not getting off it.
He's got the extra cast range, he's got the extra shackle duration.
So how long is there not? Seconds on tech, 3.5 on tech, plus 55%. I don't want to do the math. It's a lot of seconds. 10.5 plus 25. Let's just say 13 and a half.
Yeah, sure. You know, math isn't my strong suit.
13 to 13 and a half. Let's leave it at that. And Hex cooldown is 13.
Allies
So,
disappear.
let's go. Alright, so a little bit exposed here.
Yeah, they're gonna go in for this whole 11 now. Eurus up into the air, but these are only BQBs from Elephant, so it's not gonna hurt them later in the fight. They get the control of 11. They're gonna hold the air splitter comes in, hits on a cool. He's hero from where they get the control of Eurus. He's losing buybacks. So quickly after. These BQBs are early, they're low duration, and they just are not enough. Elephant, they're falling apart as they lose RedPanda, and it looks like they might lose some more.
Yeah, Shadow Shaman have blinked shortly, but they're just gonna go back. Actually, just to Roshan if they want to be really safe. Otherwise, they might want to force the TA buyback. Once they realize she doesn't have buyback, probably just go for the. You can just see if
Really
you commit your BKBs, kill a Mars, there's no way you can win a fight. Shadow Shaman is there. Ellen Hyde isn't back.
And that was first for them to fight. They'll call GG before the fight even happens. And Vici will take game number 1. So they do a good job. Almost falls away in the game, but overall, really well.
Drop so much. Yeah. Better catch, better team, better late game. There's just really nothing that Elephant is better at.
Yeah.
At least with this draft. And yeah.